Exclusive contract novel from Feilu Novel Network. National Evolution. Double SSS level talents at the beginning. I am the way of heaven. The cycle of reincarnation repeats itself, and eternal silence is about to come. All realms come together, and all sentient beings strive to cross in order to seek a glimmer of vitality. I will merge all worlds into one and open up the path of evolution for all beings, giving them a new life that can control their own destiny. This is a brand new era and an unprecedented change. Will the future hold on to that glimmer of vitality, cross the bitter sea, and reach the other shore? Or will it struggle, willingly sink, and return to eternal silence? All choices are in your hands. Jiang, who had just crossed over, was completely stunned. Is the world destroyed at the beginning? Is it so exciting? Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Unity of all realms and struggle for crossing among sentient beings. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I am the way of heaven. The cycle of reincarnation repeats itself, and eternal silence is about to come. All realms come together, and all sentient beings strive to cross in order to seek a glimmer of vitality. I will merge all worlds into one and open up the path of evolution for all beings, giving them a new life that can control their own destiny. This is a brand new era and an unprecedented change. Will the future hold on to that glimmer of vitality, cross the bitter sea, and reach the other shore? Or will it give up struggling, willingly sink, and return to eternal silence? All choices are in your hands. The majestic and grand voice echoes in the minds of everyone on Blue Star. At this moment, the whole world is in an uproar. Dragon Kingdom. In a rental apartment. Jiang, who only crossed over from Earth half an hour ago, immediately became confused when he heard the sound of the heavenly Tao. Is the world destroyed at the beginning? Is it so exciting? In the next moment, a colorful spatial vortex emerges out of thin air. The terrifying attraction erupted, instantly pulling Jiang into the vortex. And he also fainted. I don't know how long it has been. When Jiang woke up, he found himself lying on the yellow mud ground. The coolness emanating from beneath him made him instinctively climb up from the ground. At this moment, he realized that his clothes were no longer visible. All over my body, except for the grass shoes on my feet, there is only one piece of animal skin that can only cover the important part of my lower body. Is this really a return to the primitive era? Jiang couldn't help but complain about it, and then looked around. At this moment, he realized that he was actually in a stone house. The stone house is about 10 square meters in size, about 2 meters high, and looks very rudimentary. Apart from a stone bed paved with hay, there is no other furniture. Fortunately, a window was opened on the wall, otherwise it would be no different from a small black house. Suddenly, the voice of the heavenly way rang out, Tianxian, welcome to the Eternal Continent's Cave World number 666. Natural selection, survival of the fittest. In this new era, everything is possible. If you don't want to die in obscurity, then do everything you can to compete, fight, and evolve. Reminder. There are not only human races, but also many other races among the heavenly selectors. Reminder. You are currently located in Novice Village number 6 in District 168. Reminder. The stone house you are in is your resting place in the Novice Village. Reminder. The stone house is blessed by the heavenly way. Being in it will double the recovery speed of physical strength, injuries, and more. Reminder. From now on, you can use the evolution panel. As the voice of the heavenly way kept ringing, a large amount of information also flooded into Jiang's mind. Through this information, he has gained a preliminary understanding of the current situation. In a moment of thought, a semi-transparent virtual screen appeared before his eyes. On the screen, there are 5 options listed. Personal information, backpack, real-time map, chat channel, and evolution store. Click on personal information. Jiang, race. Human race, strength. Level 0, evolution point. 0 out of 10. Attribute. Strength. 8, agility. 7, constitution. 8, spirit. 18, note. Under normal circumstances, the 4-dimensional attributes of ordinary people are all 10. Talent. Unawakened, practice. None, note. Includes all cultivation methods. Technique. None, note. Includes all combat techniques, spells, divine powers, etc. Evolution coin. 0, attribute point. 0, note. Can be used to enhance 4-dimensional attributes. Potential point. 0, note. Can be used to improve the level of skills and techniques. Looking at his exceptionally high mental attributes, Jiang Bai couldn't help but be taken aback. But soon, he thought it might be due to the time travel. After all, having gone through 2 lifetimes, it is reasonable for spiritual attributes to be higher than ordinary people. Right. Returning to the main page of the evolution panel, Jiang Bai learned about the other 4 functions. A portable backpack, similar to the item compartment in online games, has a total of 15 storage compartments. Real-time maps, also known as mini-maps, can automatically record the places that the selected person has visited. The chat channel currently only has the 6th chat room open, and other sub-channels have not been opened yet. At the same time, the chat channel also has functions such as private chat, voice input, voice call, live streaming, and video recording. Evolutionary stores, equivalent to NPC stores, sell a wide variety of things, such as daily necessities, food, seasonings, equipment, and so on, which can be said to have everything. But Jiang Bai found that the items sold in the Evolution store were all basic items. In addition, the Evolution store also has a recycling function. Tianxian can sell valuable items to the Evolution store through the recycling function in exchange for Evolution coins. Returning to the chat channel page, Jiang Bai clicked to open the 6th chat room. He noticed that there was a line in the upper left corner of chat room 6. Novice Village 6, with a current population of 10,000. Chat room 6. Who can tell me what's going on? Am I dreaming or have I been kidnapped by aliens? Are you 2 upstairs who don't read information? This is the heavenly way that has opened up the path of evolution for us and taken us to another world for evolution. Evolution. This is really raising goo. Didn't you see the phrase, survival of the fittest? By the way, who knows what the previous words like, reincarnation is coming back and forth, eternal silence is about to come. The heavens return to unity, and all sentient beings strive to cross mean. Blind guess. It should be that eternal silence is about to come. In order to seek a glimmer of vitality for sentient beings, the heavenly Tao has merged the heavens and all worlds into one, and opened up the path of evolution for sentient beings, thus giving them an opportunity to break away from eternal silence. Sleeping trough, a big shot suddenly appears upstairs. I don't dare to be a big shot. I'm a novelist, I just have a big brain. The fusion of the heavens and all worlds into one. Isn't it true that the blue star has already disappeared? It should be. Ah. So we can't go back then. What are you going back for? Continuing to enjoy 996 blessings, being squeezed by capitalists every day. Although I don't know what eternal silence is, based on the information I have received so far, it should be a great disaster sweeping across the heavens and all worlds. If we are still on the blue star, I'm afraid the future will come with death but no life. You're right upstairs. The heavenly way integrates all the heavens and all the realms, opening up the path of evolution for all beings. It's obvious that we want to save them and fight against eternal silence. Oh, this is different from the novel. In the novel, isn't Tiandao all villainous bosses? God special, villainous boss. This is reality, okay. Also, why don't you slander the Heavenly Way Master like this? Aren't you afraid that the Master will give you a thunderous reward? Heavenly Father, I was wrong. Watching the gradually crooked speech, Jiang Bai couldn't stop tugging at the corners of his mouth. At this moment, the voice of the Heavenly Way rang in everyone's ears. Announcement. In 1 minute, all selected talents will be awakened. Please be prepared. As soon as the news came out, the chat room on the 6th immediately became boiling. Here we go. The highlight has finally arrived. I'm so nervous. I don't know what talent I'll awaken. I hope it won't be too bad. Blessed by the Heavenly Masters, I am very content. Just let me awaken a divine level talent at will. Upstairs, you successfully made me laugh. Do you think this is a Feilu novel with a divine talent at the beginning? By the way, will talents be divided into many levels? If we awaken lower level talents, wouldn't we just end the game at the beginning? The evolution panel is similar to a game, but according to the game's nature, talents will inevitably be divided into different levels. Is it a live-action game? Can we resurrect indefinitely? Or will we really die once we die? Good question. We strongly recommend going upstairs and giving it a try. Get lost. What a fool to be a laborer. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 2. System activation. You are listening at novel full.audio. A minute passed quickly. Suddenly, a golden light descended from the sky, enveloping Jiang Bai. 3 seconds later. A warning sound rang in Jiang Bai's ear. Reminder. You have successfully awakened your talent. Speed enhancement, level F. What? Jiang Bai had a question mark on his face. What about the invincibility of the agreed walkthrough? Is it just Nima's treatment? Or is F the highest level? At this moment, a cold and mechanical voice rang out in Jiang Bai's mind. Detected a suitable host and the system started activating. System. Jiang Bai's eyes lit up. As an old bookworm in his past life, he naturally understood what the system represented. Ding, the talent system has been successfully activated. At the same time, a wave of information flooded into Jiang Bai's mind. Through this information, he also understood the functionality of the system. As the name suggests, he can acquire various talents through the system. Just, can I randomly draw a talent every 7 days? Jiang Bai frowned, feeling somewhat dissatisfied. But soon, his eyebrows relaxed. Well, at least it's also a cheat, isn't it? Ding, the system is being activated for the first time and we are giving the host a chance to draw talents. Do you want to use it? Use. The next moment, Jiang Bai saw a flower in front of him and came to a starry sky. He looked up and saw the dazzling stars in the sky. Ding, welcome the host to the talent space. Now we will start extracting talents for you. I saw the stars twinkling rapidly like running lanterns in the sky. After a while, the starry sky gradually dimmed. But there were 2 stars shining brightly, transforming into 2 rays of light and disappearing into Jiang Bai's heart. Subsequently, Jiang Bai's consciousness returned to reality. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining the talent. Infinite enhancement, SSS level. Ding, when the host draws a talent for the first time, they will receive an additional talent. Balanced growth, SSS level. Jiang Bai immediately opened the personal information page. Jiang Bai, strength. Level 1, evolution point. 0/100. Attribute. Strength. 18, agility. 18, constitution. 18, spirit. 18, talent. Infinite enhancement, SSS level, balanced growth, SSS level, speed enhancement, F level, practice. None, technique. None, evolution coin. 0, attribute point. 0, potential point. 0, Jiang Bai saw the changes in attributes at a glance and quickly checked the information of those 3 talents. Infinite enhancement, SSS level. Can enhance everything. Balanced growth, SSS level. It enables the physical body and soul to grow side by side, and regardless of which one is promoted, the other will immediately be promoted to the same level. Speed enhancement, level F, can be enhanced. The movement speed is doubled for 30 seconds. After reading the explanation of the 3 talents, Jiang Bai also understands that the changes in 4-dimensional attributes are related to the talent for balanced growth. At this moment, the voice of the heavenly way rang out again. Announcement. All selected individuals have been awakened. Reminder. Talent levels are divided from low to high into F level, E level, D level, C level, B level, A level, S level, SS level, SSS level, among which SSS level talents have uniqueness. Reminder. From this moment on, a 3-day protection period is for beginners. During this period, the novice village will not be attacked by any ferocious beasts. Reminder. Heavenly selectors can obtain evolution points and improve their realm by killing fierce beasts, ferocious beasts, and so on. As soon as the sound of the heavenly Tao fell, a brand new horizontal sword accompanied by a ray of light fell. Jiang Bai reached out to grab the horizontal knife, and the message of the horizontal knife appeared before his eyes. Horizontal blade, can be strengthened, category. Weapons grade. Basic benefit. 5. Seeing the 3 words, can be strengthened, Jiang Bai's heart moved and immediately activated the infinite strengthening talent. He saw a golden light fly out of his hand and instantly sink into the horizontal sword. Buzz. The golden light flashed over the blade, and the entire horizontal blade became cold and shimmering. At the same time, Jiang Bai also felt that he had expended some of his physical strength. He looked at the horizontal knife in his hand again. Horizontal blade +1, can be strengthened, category. Weapons grade. Black iron, lower grade, sharpness. 10, has both profitability and grade improved. Jiang Bai raised his eyebrows and once again unleashed his infinite strengthening talent. Horizontal blade +2, can be strengthened, category. Weapons grade. Black iron, medium, benefit. 20, Jiang Bai held a knife in his right hand and casually scratched the stone wall. Without any obstruction, the blade made a deep mark on the stone wall. It's like cutting tofu. Jiang Bai was both surprised and surprised. With just 2 enhancements, you can make a regular horizontal knife so sharp. Is it truly worthy of being an SSS level talent? The horizontal blade has been strengthened twice, and the changes are so significant. What about talent? Jiang Bai looks towards the speed enhancement talent, which can be enhanced. Buzz. A golden light burst out from within Jiang Bai's body. Reminder. Your talent. Speed enhancement, F level, successfully broke the shackles and promoted to talent. Swift, E level, dot. Promoted. Jiang Bai was both surprised and delighted. In addition, he also became panting all over. At that moment, his physical strength was greatly depleted. It seems that the more high-end the strengthened object is, the greater the energy consumption will be. Taking a breath, Jiang Bai looked at the personal information page. In the talent column, the speed enhancement talent has been replaced by the speed talent. Swiftness, level E. Can increase agility attributes by 5 times for 120 seconds. Can't continue to strengthen. Jiang Bai frowned and inquired about the talent system before learning that his current strength was insufficient. Immediately, he was shocked by the effect of his swift talent. Surprisingly, it has improved so much. Comparing, speed enhancement. Increase movement speed by twice for 30 seconds. Swift. Increases agility attribute by 5 times for 120 seconds. It should be noted that agility attributes not only include movement speed, but also include aspects such as reaction and attack speed. In this comparison, the speed enhancement talent is significantly weaker. In this way, I don't have to worry about drawing low-level talents in the future. Jiang Bai is extremely satisfied with the infinite enhancement talent. Then he came to the bedside and sat down, using the stone house to recover his strength while entering chat room number 6. He wants to see what talents others have awakened. Great. My awakened D-level frenzy talent can temporarily increase my 4-dimensional attributes by 5 times. I envy the upstairs. My F-level olfactory enhancement talent can only amplify my sense of smell twice, it feels so useless. Same waste. My talent is F-level eagle eye, and I can only enhance my vision twice. Same waste plus 1. My catalytic talent is also at F level. Undoubtedly the lowest F-level, there are so many awakened people. Is it useless at F level? I feel like my E-level beast language talent is even more useless than F level because of Mao. Watching the speeches constantly revealing their talents in the chat room, Jiang Bai felt very speechless. Shouldn't talent be the secret and trump card of the chosen one? What does this self-disclosure count as? However, Jiang Bai also found that most of the self-exposed individuals are awakened F-level and E-level individuals, with only a few being awakened D-level individuals. And none of the awakened C-level and above individuals have self-exposed themselves. Obviously, there are still many smart people. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 3. Upgrading and Training Points. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. What kind of broken novice village, don't you even have an NPC? Jiang Bai, who has just wandered around the village, cannot help complaining about it. He originally thought that he could take on a task or learn some techniques. After spinning around, I didn't even see the shadow of the special NPC. Forget it, let's hurry up and improve our strength. Jiang Bai understands that the 3-day protection period provided by the Heavenly Way is actually the time for the selected one to adapt and develop. After 3 days, this game can be considered the real beginning. At the village entrance. When Jiang Bai came here, he saw many people gathering here. This is forming a team. Facing unfamiliar environments, traveling in teams is undoubtedly a good choice. Jiang Bai refused several invitations and walked quickly outside the village. In front of the village entrance is a dense forest, and many teams have already entered it. As a lone traveler, Jiang Bai followed those teams into the dense forest for safety reasons. He doesn't want to do this either, but in order to avoid exposing his talent system and his own talents, he can only choose to walk alone. Moreover, his 4-dimensional attributes have reached 18 points under the influence of balanced growth talents. Plus the swift talent and plus 2 horizontal blade. Be careful, there should be no problem escaping. Suddenly, a scream came. Jiang Bai paused in his footsteps and followed the sound to look. I saw 4 people running towards his direction. Behind the 4 people, there is also a rabbit chasing closely. If that 2-meter-tall thing is still considered a rabbit sharp-toothed rabbit category. Beast strength. Level 1 blood. Normal talent. None. As the giant rabbit approached, Jiang Bai also saw its basic information. Is it a level 1 beast? Jiang Bai mustered courage and clenched the horizontal knife in his hand, charging towards the sharp-toothed rabbit. The 4 people who were running away were all shocked when they saw this. What? What is he doing? My brain is teasing me, I can't tell the direction clearly. Is this to deliver the goods to your doorstep? At this moment, Jiang Bai's entire attention had already shifted to the pointed-toothed rabbit. As Jiang Bai rushed towards the sharp-toothed rabbit, he immediately activated his agility talent. His agility attribute skyrocketed from 18 points to 90 points in an instant, an increase of 5 times. And then, the most wonderful part has arrived. The agility attribute has been temporarily improved due to its agility talent. So, under the influence of balanced growth talent, the 3 attributes of strength, physique, and spirit were temporarily elevated to 90 points. That is to say, Jiang Bai's current 4-dimensional attributes are all 90 points. At this moment, a powerful feeling that had never been felt before rose in Jiang Bai's heart. Even the movements of the pointed rabbit became slow in his eyes. He lightly leaped and reached a height that was level with the head of the pointed rabbit. With a wave of the horizontal knife in his hand, it instantly sliced across the neck of the pointed rabbit. Record. Killed the sharp-toothed rabbit, level 1, x1, with an evolution point of +10. Record. Your strength has been increased to level 1, with rewards of attribute points +5 and potential points +10. Record. Your strength, agility, physical fitness, and mental attributes have all been increased by 10 points. As 3 records were brushed out, the heads of Jiang Bai and Zhenya Rabbit landed simultaneously. Sleeping Slot X for the fleeing group of 4 saw this scene, their eyes twitched, and they were stunned in place. In the eyes of the 4, they only saw a flash of cold light, and then the pointed-toothed rabbit had already given its head. From beginning to end, none of the 4 saw clearly how Jiang Bai chopped off the rabbit head. At this moment, Jiang Bai's confidence greatly increased as he looked at the pointed-toothed rabbit lying on the ground. As the saying goes, the beginning of everything is difficult. With the first time, the second time is much easier. Jiang Bai put the body and head of the pointed-toothed rabbit into his backpack and quickly left. Once the swift talent is activated, it cannot be interrupted unless the duration is reached. By the time the escape group of 4 regained their senses, Jiang Bai's figure had already been lost in their sight. But the scene of Jiang Bai killing the Fong Fong rabbit just now has been deeply imprinted in the hearts of the 4 people. On the other side, as time goes by, the improvement effect of the swiftness talent immediately disappears. Jiang Bai also felt that he quickly weakened. This is an attribute that he temporarily improved and has fallen back to normal levels. He felt it and found that the stamina required to activate the swiftness talent was not significant. But within the next hour, the swift talent cannot be used again. This cooling is really long enough. Jiang Bai rose, then grasped the broadsword in his hand and looked around vigilantly. Next, be careful. Subsequently, Jiang Bai opened the personal information interface and checked the changes on it. Strength. Level 1, evolution point. 0/100. Attribute. Strength. 28, agility. 28, constitution. 28, spirit. 28, attribute point. 5, potential point. 10, he glanced at the attribute points and added all 5 attributes to his strength. Strength. 2833. After the strength attribute is improved, the balanced growth talent immediately takes effect, elevating all 3 attributes of agility, physique, and spirit to 33 points. Jiang Bai immediately felt that the weakness had dissipated quite a bit. He was so confident that he had some anticipation of encountering a fierce beast. 3 hours later. Record. Kill giant-toothed mouse, level 1, x1, evolution point +5. Record. Your strength has been increased to level 2, with rewards of attribute points +5 and potential points +10. Record. Your strength, agility, physical fitness, and mental attributes have all been increased by 10 points. Finally reached level 2. Jiang Bai almost burst into tears. I don't know why, but there are so few fierce beasts in the dense forest. Well, after searching for 3 hours, Jiang finally killed the 20th beast. He put the giant toothed mouse into his backpack and then opened the personal information page to check for any changes. Strength. Level 2, Evolution Point. 0/200. Attribute. Strength. 43, Agility. 43, Constitution. 43, Spirit. 43, Attribute Point. 5, Potential Point. 10, according to the old rule, Jiang adds all attribute points to his strength. Strength. 43-48. Under the influence of balanced growth, talent, agility, physical fitness, and mental attributes have all been increased to 48 points. At this moment, Jiang finally felt a bit of self-protection. After adapting to the surging force, Jiang continues to move forward. Quickly, he walked out of the dense forest and stood at the foot of a towering mountain. This is really a huge mountain. High without the top, big without the edge. Perhaps due to environmental factors, the vegetation in this world is taller and more lush than on the blue star. Now even the mountains are bigger than those on the blue mountains. Have I walked so far? Jiang opened the real-time map and found that the straight line distance between him and the novice village had exceeded 20 miles. Turning off the real-time map, Jiang looked at the narrow mountain path ahead and hesitated for a moment before finally walking in. A few minutes later, Jiang walked through the narrow mountain path, and his eyes suddenly became clear. There is actually a large flat grassland ahead. A winding river flows from afar, dividing the grassland in half. Most importantly, there are many mammals living on the grassland. Jiang was stunned. After he regained his senses, he became excited. This is an excellent leveling point. Okay, for a while. Jiang calmed down and marked this place on the real-time map. This is when I walked into the canyon with a horizontal knife and began my journey of upgrading. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 4. Purchasing Techniques and Techniques, Part 1. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Time flies and it's evening. Hungry Jiang finally returned to the novice village. He returned to his own stone house all the way, sat cross-legged by the stone bed, and opened his personal information page. Jiang race. Human race, realm. Level 3, evolution point. 15/300. Attribute. Strength. 63, agility. 63, constitution. 63, spirit. 63, talent. Infinite enhancement, SSS level, balanced growth, SSS level, swiftness, E level, practice. None, technique. None, evolution coin. 0, attribute point. 0, potential point. 40, looking at his own strength and attributes, Jiang sighed. In theory, he can find an excellent leveling point. A day's harvest is not just about this. But the key is that as their strength continues to improve, the evolution points provided by low-level beasts are also gradually decreasing. For example, for level 3 Jiang after hunting a level 1 beast, he can only gain 1 evolution point. What? Hunting higher-level beasts. Jiang also wants to, but his strength does not allow it. He has tried to hunt down level 2 and level 3 beasts, but every time he is chased by a group of fierce beasts and runs around like a mouse. He didn't give up until he escaped into the narrow mountain path. Yes, most of the beasts on that grassland appear in groups. Of course, it's not impossible to deal with herds. Long-range attack ability. With my current agility attribute, if I have the ability to attack from afar, I can use kite tactics to gradually devour the herd of beasts. Jiang Bai has already understood his own shortcomings and has figured out a way to deal with them. He opened his backpack and sold the hunted beasts inside to the evolution store through a recycling function. According to the recycling price of the evolution store, a level 1 beast can earn 100 evolution coins. In this wave of recycling, Jiang Bai directly deposited 13,600 evolution coins. With money, it's natural to fill your stomach first and then talk about other things. The growth of 4-dimensional attributes has led to a significant increase in Jiang Bai's appetite. He ate 5 servings of fast food in a row before finally feeling full. Afterwards, he drank the Fat House Happy Water and clicked on the cultivation page of the evolution store. You can see that the cultivation page is full of basic level cultivation methods. And these basic techniques are all various pile techniques. Jiang Bai took a closer look and found that different pile techniques have different emphases. For example, the barbaric bear stakes that focus on strength and defense, the flying bird stakes that focus on speed and flexibility, and so on. Looking at the dazzling array of skills, Jiang Bai had a bold idea. He spent 1,000 evolutionary coins to purchase a book called Man-Bear Stake First. Click to learn. Record. Obtained skill. Wild bear stake, not yet beginner. Next is to elevate the level of the wild bear stake. Record. Potential .1, wild bear stake increased to beginner. Jiang Bai checked the information of the handsJiang pile. Wild bear stake, can be reinforced, category. Martial arts grade. Basic level. Beginner, 0/2, effect. Strength +5, constitution +5, agility +3. Sure enough, the cultivation techniques can also be strengthened. Jiang Bai understood and glanced at the effect of the handsJiang stake before continuing to improve. Record. Potential .2, the wild bear stake has been increased to proficiency. Record. Potential .3, handsJiang stake increased to mastery. Record. Potential .4, the wild bear stake has been increased to little success. Record. Potential .5, the wild bear stake has been increased to destinyThis. Record. Potential .6, the wild bear stake has been increased to perfect. Check the information of the handsJiang stake again. Wild bear stake, can be reinforced, category. Martial arts grade. Basic level. Perfect effect. Strength +30, constitution +30, agility +18. Under the influence of balanced growth talent, Jiang Bai's 4-dimensional attributes have increased to, attribute. Strength. 93, agility. 93, constitution. 93, spirit. 93, the 4-dimensional attributes skyrocketed together, and Jiang Bai also clearly felt the changes in his body. The 5 senses become acute, the mind becomes clear, and the thinking becomes active. In addition, there is an additional perceptual ability that is somewhat absent. After adapting to the physical changes, Jiang Bai drew his attention back to the technique. He spent 1,000 evolutionary coins again to purchase a copy of Bird Stake and then clicked to learn. Record. You have obtained the skill. Flying Bird Stake, beginner. Jiang Bai looked at the potential points and there were still 19 points left. Then start elevating the level of the bird stakes. Record. Potential .1, bird stakes increased to beginner. View information on bird stakes. Bird stakes, reinforced, category. Martial arts grade. Basic level. Beginner, 0/2, effect. Agility +3, physical fitness +1. Jiang Bai skipped ahead and his gaze fell directly on the effects column. So little improvement. Is it because my 4-dimensional attributes are too high? Jiang Bai frowned, as if lost in thought. He originally planned to utilize the characteristic of balanced growth talent to brush four-dimensional attributes by focusing on different pile skills through learning. Who knew? Forget it, if you can improve a little, it's just a little bit. Shaking his head, Jiang Bai used his remaining potential to elevate the flying bird stake to destinyThis in one breath. And the effect of bird stakes has also become agility plus 15, constitution plus 5. Under the influence of balanced growth talent, Jiang Bai's four-dimensional attributes have been further enhanced. Attribute: Strength 108, Agility 108, Constitution 108, Spirit 108. Jiang Bai took a look and found that there were still 4 potential points left. He thought for a moment and spent 1,000 evolution coins again to purchase a game called Return to the Origin Stake. This skill focuses on endurance and recovery. Record: You have obtained the technique. Guiyuan Stake, beginner level. Record: Potential point 1, the return to life pile has been elevated to beginner level. View: Returning pile, reinforced, category. Martial arts grade. Basic level. Beginner, 0/2, effect. Physical fitness plus 1, oh, my wish to use basic skills to brush attributes has been dashed. Jiang Bai understood at a glance at the effects column. However, he glanced at the current four-dimensional attribute values and immediately laughed. The four-dimensional attributes have all reached 109 points, far exceeding all the current selected talents. There are still 3 potential points left. Then by 2 techniques. Jiang Bai opened the technique interface and found that, like the cultivation interface, the techniques were only at the basic level. After careful selection, Jiang Bai spent 2,000 evolution coins to purchase 1 basic swordsmanship and 1 basic archery respectively. Record: You have obtained techniques. Basic swordsmanship, not yet beginner, basic archery, not yet beginner. Record: Potential point 1, basic swordsmanship increased to beginner. Record: Potential point 1, basic archery increased to beginner. At this point, there is only 1 potential point left. View techniques. Basic knife techniques category. Techniques grade. Basic level. Beginner, 0/2, effect. The power of the sword technique is plus 5%, and the attack speed is plus 5%. Basic archery category. Techniques grade. Basic level. Beginner, 0/2, effect. Arrows have a hit rate of plus 5% and a firing rate of plus 5%. Hey, can't basic techniques be strengthened? Jiang Bai threw this issue to the talent system. Ding, the basic techniques have reached their limits and cannot be further strengthened. Jiang Bai asked, why can basic martial arts be strengthened again? Ding, there are higher level techniques that complement the basic techniques, so it has not reached its limit and can naturally be strengthened. Ding, the same goes for talent. Jiang Bai suddenly understood that this should be the limitation of the infinite strengthening talent. Although this talent claims to strengthen everything, there will inevitably be certain limitations. For example, being limited by the target's own upper limit, or the target's level exceeding the enhancement range of unlimited enhancement talents, etc. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 5. Purchasing Techniques and Techniques, Part 2. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Jiang Bai looked at the effects of 2 basic techniques and then opened the equipment interface. In terms of swordsmanship, he has a +2 horizontal sword, which is temporarily sufficient. In terms of archery, one needs to purchase bows and arrows. Like martial arts and techniques, the equipment interface is only at the basic level. After choosing for a while, Jiang Bai finally spent 1,000 evolution coins to purchase an iron wooden bow. Iron and wood bow can be reinforced. Category: weapons grade, basic strength, 30 pounds range, 100 meters. Holding the big bow, Jiang Bai began to unleash his infinite strengthening talent. Iron and wood bow +1, a lower grade of black iron, with a strength of 50 pounds and a range of 200 meters. Iron wood bow +2, black iron medium grade, with a force of 100 pounds and a range of 400 meters. Iron and wood bow +3, high. Quality black iron, with a strength of 200 pounds and a range of 800 meters. At this point, Jiang Bai stopped. It's not that he lacks physical strength, he's afraid that if he continues to strengthen, he won't be able to pull the bowstring himself. Next is arrow. Jiang Bai found the same iron wood arrow as the iron wood bow and directly purchased 99 bags, spending 2,970 evolution coins. He took out a beast skin arrow bag from his backpack, which contained 30 iron and wood arrows. System: can infinite evolution talents strengthen groups? Ding, the same target can be strengthened together, but the cost will also be higher. Understood. Jiang Bai nodded and began to strengthen the arrows. After strengthening 4 times in a row. When strengthening for the 5th time, a reminder sound will sound. Reminder. Due to material limitations, ironwood arrows can only be strengthened to a maximum of black iron, premium. Jiang Bai was taken aback and quickly pulled out an arrow to examine. Ironwood arrow +4 category. Weapons grade. Black iron, premium, sharpness 50. Sure enough, the word reinforceable disappeared. Jiang Bai was taken aback and immediately understood that this was also one of the limitations of the infinite enhancement talent. However, the iron and wood arrows of +4 should also be sufficient. With just a 50-degree advantage, the iron and wood arrows have surpassed the +2 horizontal blade. Jiang Bai took out a +3 iron wooden bow, drew the bow with an arrow, and aimed at the nearby stone wall. Shwa! The arrow instantly sank into the stone wall, leaving only a slightly trembling tail outside. Jiang Bai was stunned, quickly got up and went over to pull out the arrow. He looked carefully and found that the arrow was not damaged at all and could be recycled and reused. This power is truly terrifying. Jiang Bai looked at the small hole on the wall and couldn't help but exclaim in surprise. We have all the techniques, and weapons. Finally, there is defense equipment. After careful selection, Jiang Bai spent 1,000 evolution coins to purchase a complete set of Mangneu armor. The entire set of Mangneu armor is made of Mangneu leather, consisting of 4 parts. Body armor, armor group, armor sleeve, and leather boots. As usual, he strengthened the Mangneu armor 4 times in a row. Mangneu armor +4 equipment. Armor grade. Black iron, premium, protection 50. Jiang Bai glanced at the instructions and put the Mangneu armor into his backpack. The techniques, and equipment have all been completed. Next, Jiang Bai began to purchase other things. Such as seasonings, dry grains, flints, toiletries, changing clothes, and so on. After the procurement was completed, Jiang Bai's evolution coins were also running out. Next, he began to strengthen the remaining iron wood arrows. I didn't fall asleep on the stone bed until my energy was completely exhausted. The next day, Jiang Bai woke up early in the morning. After a night's rest, his strength has already recovered. Wash up and have breakfast. Then he put on the entire set of Mangneu armor, carried a bag of +4 arrows, and Jiang Bai went out. The morning sun is rising outside, obviously it's still early. But Jiang Bai saw that many selected candidates had already risen, and these were obviously people who understood the situation. Moreover, he found that the selected candidates had changed their equipment to some extent. It's just not as complete as he is. As a result, he attracted many envious and surprised gazes along the way. We left the novice village all the way. Jiang Bai walked straight towards the leveling point he discovered yesterday. A few minutes later, Jiang Bai stopped and turned around to look at a big tree behind him. He sensed that there was a person hiding behind the big tree. Since leaving the village, that person has been following behind. Although Jiang Bai doesn't know what the person's purpose is, he doesn't want to be followed. I don't want to expose the existence of that leveling point too early. This can also be considered his selfishness. Run all the way. With Jiang Bai's current 4-dimensional attribute of 109 points, he quickly threw away the trackers behind him. But he didn't stop, but slowed down and ran all the way towards the leveling point. 1 hour later, Jiang Bai then crossed the narrow mountain path and entered the training point. He rested for half an hour first, and only then did he take out his iron wooden bow and start hunting when his strength recovered. Time flies and it's noon. At the foot of the mountain, Jiang Baipan sat under a big tree, roasting a fierce beast named Tree Pig, while looking deep into the grass. After a morning of hard work, he gained a lot. Firstly, the strength has been upgraded from level 3 to level 5. Secondly, the 4-dimensional attributes have been increased from 109 to 139. Finally, the basic archery has been improved from beginner level to full level, with the effects of a hit rate of plus 30% and a firing rate of plus 30% for archery. And Jiang Bai's harvest came in the peripheral area of the grassland, where no more fierce beasts could be seen. Because those fierce beasts were either hunted down by him or frightened and fled to the depths of the grassland. If he wants to continue upgrading, he will have to go deep into the grass in the afternoon. Perceived ability tells him that deep in the grass very dangerous. With his current 4-dimensional attributes, he feels very dangerous. It's hard for him to imagine how many levels of strength those fierce beasts deep in the grassland need to reach. So he was very conflicted about whether to go deeper or not. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 6. Is so clever, so are we. You are listening at novel full.audio. After filling the stomach, Jiang Bai put the remaining half of the tree pig into his backpack and planned to keep it for dinner at night. He stood up and looked deep into the grass for a while, but finally took out his iron wooden bow and walked towards the depths of the grass. There is only 1.5 days left until the novice protection period ends. I don't have time to hesitate. Walking cautiously along the way. Half an hour later, Jiang Bai stood on a hill, looking ahead in amazement. He is wrong. This is not a grassland, but a vast expanse of grassland. And this is also a grassland located in a huge canyon. From a distance, one can see the grassland surrounded by a vast and undulating mountain range. Of course, what amazed Jiang Bai was far more than that. From afar, one can vaguely see a large lake in the center of the grassland. Sparkling rivers extend around the lake, dividing the entire grassland into irregular shapes. Such a favorable environment naturally attracts many mammals to breed and thrive here. Looking around, there are animals on the grassland that are tens of meters high, and even hundreds of meters high. Even in the sky, huge birds occasionally fly by. No wonder they perceive danger. The place where I used to be is completely the periphery of the periphery. Jiang Bai took a deep breath and his expression became uplifted. What are mammals? The evolutionary point of walking. So, hunting moment, start. Just as Jiang Bai was immersed in hunting, a team of celestial selectors arrived at the narrow mountain path. This is a team of 5, consisting of 3 men and 2 women. Unfortunately, this team is being chased by a pack of wolves. The wolves in a wolf pack are not ordinary, but rather a gray wolf-shaped beast. This fierce beast is cunning and ferocious, with a strong sense of territory. As the hegemons in the dense forest, they naturally sense the arrival of the heavenly selectors. Originally, they didn't want to pay attention to the chosen ones, but these past few days, the fierce beasts in the dense forest have been hunted in large numbers, causing their food to constantly shrink, which makes them unable to resist. Under the leadership of the Grey Wolf King, the wolf pack began to crazily attack the celestial selection. Many selected individuals also fled back to the novice village as a result. And this selected team, like Jiang Bai, did not pay much attention to the chat room on the 6th, so they did not receive any news in a timely manner. So, this team was unlucky enough to be hit by a pack of grey wolves. After fleeing all the way, this team unknowingly arrived at the narrow mountain path. Looking at the mountain path in front of them, this team hesitated like Jiang Bai at the time. After all, the 5 people don't know what the situation is at the end of the mountain path. What if we encounter a stronger beast? This is not sensationalism, but a highly probable thing. The pack of grey wolves is coming soon. Captain, what should we do now? Faced with inquiries from his teammates, as the captain, Chao Wu quickly weighed his thoughts and gritted his teeth, saying, "Anyway, staying here is also death. Take a gamble." After speaking, he immediately ran towards the mountain path. After looking at each other, the other 4 quickly followed. Not long after the 5 of them left, a group of grey giant wolves followed closely and stopped in front of the mountain path. At this point, the wolf pack separated into a passage. A larger, grayish-white giant wolf walked up from behind. It is the king of these grey wolves. The Grey Wolf King. From its agile eyes, it can be seen that the wisdom of this Grey Wolf King is not low. It looked at the mountain path, sniffed the scent around it, and then looked up to let out a long wolf howl. Wolves are extremely vengeful beasts. Under the command of the Grey Wolf King, the wolf pack lined up and ran towards the mountain path. Due to the narrow mountain path, only one grey wolf can move forward at the same time. On the other side, Jiang Baizheng fled while turning around and shooting the herd of wild cows behind him. He also has no choice. There are too many fierce beasts deep in the grassland, and there are countless stronger ones than him. Once you startle them, it's no different from seeking death. So Jiang Bai planned to use bows and arrows to lure out a group of fierce beasts with comparable strength, and then use kite tactics to gradually devour them. Well, he aimed at a group of fierce beasts called Mangniu. Yes, the Mangniu armor on his body is made of the skin of this fierce beast. With an iron and wood bow, the herd of wild cattle can easily be lured. What Jiang Bai didn't expect was that there was a wild ox king among these wild cows. Mangniu King, Black Iron Boss, Category. Beast Strength. Level 6 Blood Vessels. None Talent. None. So Jiang Bai, who was only level 5, was chased by the Mangniu King with a group of ordinary Mangniu. The good news is that his agility is higher than that of ordinary Bull and Bull King. In addition, the grassland area in the peripheral area is large enough to have enough space to carry out kite tactics. So Jiang Bai fled while using an iron and wood bow to shoot and kill ordinary wild cows. He plans to clean up those ordinary wild cows first. Afterwards, he activated his agility talent and wielded a horizontal sword to close up and kill the Mangniu King. The plan is great, but it can't withstand accidents. Because Jiang Bai met with the 5-person team, there is a herd of wild cattle in front, and a pack of grey wolves behind. Jiang Bai and those 5 people were sandwiched in the middle, staring big and small, being chased. What a coincidence, so are we. Fortunately, the herd of wild cows and the pack of grey wolves also noticed each other and suddenly stopped. One side is the hunter, and the other side is the prey. It is naturally impossible for both sides to get along harmoniously when they meet. But now the strength of the hunters is not as good as that of the prey, the number of grey wolf packs is not as good as that of wild cattle packs. For a moment, both sides were deadlocked in place. At this moment, Jiang Bai immediately regained his senses. He gestured to the 5 people and then gently retreated to the side, staring closely at the herd of wild cows and gray wolves. Seeing this, those 5 people also understood and followed Jiang Bai's lead. As soon as the 6 of them moved, the Bull King and the Wolf King immediately turned their heads to look. The other wild cows and gray wolves also turned their heads in unison. Suddenly, the 6 of them froze in place and dared not move. But the herd of wild cattle and the pack of gray wolves only watched without any action. Upon seeing this, Jiang Bai boldly continued to retreat. The 5 people looked at it and quickly followed. In this way, under the gaze of the herd of wild cattle and the pack of gray wolves, the 6 of them immediately turned around and ran after exiting a certain distance. After rushing all the way up a distant hill, Jiang Bai stopped and turned to look at the herd of wild cows and the pack of gray wolves. The 2 sides are still facing each other and have not chased after each other. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 7. Heavenly Tao Announcement. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Survived. Chao Wu took a deep breath and sat down on the grass, grinning. The other 4 people are also like this. Perhaps it was his previous experience that gave Jiang Bai a slight sense of identification with the 5 of them. He asked curiously, "Where are you from and how did you get chased by a pack of wolves? Didn't you follow the message in chat room 6? Chao Wu answered and looked at Jiang Bai in surprise. Jiang Bai shrugged and said, "I've been upgrading all along and don't have time to watch. Besides, the speeches in the chat room are either complaining or groaning without illness. What's good about them? No wonder." Chao Wu suddenly understood and quickly recounted the matter. After speaking, Chao Wu also asked curiously, "What about you? How could you be chased by a herd of cows?" Well, Jiang Bai disturbed his head and awkwardly revealed the whole story. After listening, Chao Wu gave a thumbs up and said, "Do you dare to hunt a herd of beasts alone? Brother, you are really brave." The other 4 also had expressions of shock and admiration on their faces. Due to their background, the 5 of them were already exceptionally skilled, but they dared not hunt herds of animals alone. But Jiang Bai, who comes from an ordinary background, dares. This courage is truly admirable. I just want to improve my strength quickly. Jiang Bai smiled shyly and changed the topic. "By the way, my name is Jiang Bai. How do you call me?" Chao Wu. Lin Guodong. Luo Feng. Tang Ling. Yang Jiao. So, the 6 people can be considered acquainted. At this moment, the howls of wolves and the roar of cows came simultaneously. The 6 of them changed their faces and looked at the distant herd of wild cows and gray wolves in unison. The herd of wild cattle and the pack of gray wolves seemed to hear the command and retreated backwards. Obviously, neither side wants to go to war. This scene also relieved the 6 people. But the next moment, the 6 of them changed their faces again. The originally retreating pack of gray wolves turned around and ran towards the location of the 6 people. Chao Wu smiled bitterly and said, "It seems that the wolf pack has no intention of letting us go. Normal, wolves are inherently vengeful beasts." Lin Guodong helplessly spread his hand. At this moment, Chao Wu turned his head to look at Jiang Bai. "Brother Jiang, hurry up and leave. This is our business, we cannot implicate you." Upon hearing this, the other 4 also nodded at Jiang Bai. Jiang Bai was somewhat surprised and then waved his hand nonchalantly. "It's okay. I just checked and the strongest among these gray wolves is the Wolf King, but it's only at level 5. And my strength has reached level 6. The ordinary wild cattle in the herd have reached level 4 or 5 in strength. Shooting one randomly will result in an evolution point of 4.50 points. Jiang Bai had been shooting ordinary Mangniu before, and his strength naturally increased by 1 level. Are you at level 6? Chao Wu widened his eyes and looked at Jiang Bai in shock. The other 4 people are also like this. Among the 5 of them, Chao Wu, who has the highest strength, has just reached level 3. The remaining 4 people are only level 2. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been chased by the wolf pack all the way. Jiang Bai explained, this grassland is a gathering place for fierce beasts. I have been practicing here since the first day, so my strength has improved relatively quickly. 5 people suddenly, no wonder. If there were enough low-level beasts, the 5 of them would also have confidence in improving their strength to level 5 or above today. Let's not talk about it for now, get ready to deal with the wolf pack. Jiang Bai took out a horizontal knife and looked at the approaching wolf pack. Protect yourself, I'll go kill the wolf king. After speaking, he rushed down the hill ahead of the others. He, who has reached level 6 in strength, has increased his 4-dimensional attributes to 154 points. Almost in the blink of an eye, he rushed into the wolf pack. The horizontal sword has been strengthened to +4, along with the basic sword technique that has just been upgraded to xiaocheng. Jiang Bai is like a tiger entering a flock of sheep, unstoppable. The 2-meter-tall giant wolf, like little Karami, easily fell to the ground in front of him. So, Jiang Bai killed the wolf king all the way towards the rear of the wolf pack. Ahem. The wolf king raised himself to the sky and let out a long howl. The grey wolves who had originally rushed towards Chao Wu and the 5 of them heard the sound and immediately turned around to besiege Jiang Bai. Obviously, the wolf king also realized Jiang Bai's strength. Jiang Bai saw the situation and immediately accelerated his speed to kill the wolf king. Relying on his crushing 4-dimensional attributes, he killed the wolf king in just a few minutes. Grey Wolf King, Black Iron Boss, Category. Beast Strength. Level 5 Blood Vessels. None Talent. None. Jiang Bai had checked the information of the Wolf King before, so he dared to commit suicide alone. Without waiting for the Wolf King to attack, he immediately unleashed all his strength and rushed towards the Wolf King in an instant. Squat down, raise the blade, aim at the chin, poke. Puzzy. Plus the horizontal knife of 4 is extremely sharp, and its blade instantly pierces into the Wolf King's head from the jaw. Record. Kill Grey Wolf King, Black Iron Boss, X1, Evolution Point +200, Black Iron Treasure Box X1. Reminder. As the first selected player to kill a Black Iron level boss, you have triggered the Heavenly Down notice. Do you want to hide basic information? Hide. Following the principle of low-key development, Jiang Bai made a choice without even thinking about it. Heavenly Dao Announcement. Congratulations to the human race's chosen person, XXX, for being the first to kill the Black Iron boss. Special rewards. Evolution Coin plus 10,000, Chi plus 1,000, Heavenly Dao Treasure Box X1. Tiandao Announcement. Congratulations. Tiandao Notice. The heavenly announcement, repeated 3 times in a row, rang in the ears of all the heavenly electors. Amazed countless day pickers in a moment. In a pack of wolves. Jiang Bai pulled out his horizontal sword and looked around with sharp eyes. And wherever he looked, the grey wolves all took a step back. At the next moment, the wolf pack scattered wildly and fled towards the mountain path. Crisis lifted. Jiang Bai shook off the wolf blood on the crossbar and waved to put the wolf king into his backpack. Then he turned around and walked towards the 5 members of Chao Wu, while collecting the dead grey wolf on the way. These are all evolution coins. Return to the hills. Chao Wu and the 5 of them waved their thumbs up at Jiang Bai, with a unified expression of resignation on their faces. One person, one knife, pierced through the wolf pack, instantly killed the wolf king. The strength that Jiang Bai just demonstrated is definitely number 1 in Novice Village 6. What are your plans for the future? Are you going back to the village? Jiang Bai scanned the 5 members of Chao Wu and casually asked. 5 people exchanged a glance. Chao Wu took a step forward and asked, Brother Jiang, can we stay here to practice? Of course, this place is not mine. Jiang Bai had never thought of occupying this grassland, and he didn't have the strength to do so. However, the beasts on the outskirts of the grassland have either been hunted down by me or have already fled to the depths of the grassland. If you want to hunt, you can only go deep into the grassland. And the strength of those beasts deep in the grassland starts at level 4, and they often appear in groups. So when you hunt, it's best to act within your means. Chao Wu gratefully said, thank you for the reminder. Then he suggested, Brother Jiang, should we add a friend? Sure. Jiang Bai did not refuse, and added friends of Chao Wu and the 5 others. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 8. Tribal Order and Congenital Guidance Techniques. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. After separating from Chao Wu and the 5 others, Jiang Bai followed the route of the previous kite herd and headed towards the depths of the grassland. On the way, he also conveniently retrieved the previously shot wild ox. At that time, I was too busy with running away and shooting, so I didn't have time to stop. After returning to the depths of the grassland, Jiang Bai once again found the herd of wild cattle and used the same method to lure them. This time, he spent over an hour. Finally, all the herd of wild cattle, including the king of wild cows, were shot and killed. As a result, Jiang Bai's strength was elevated to level 7 and he obtained a second black iron treasure chest. After resting on the spot for a while, he entered hunting again. Until the sunset sets in the west. Jiang Bai finally dragged his tired body back to the novice village. By the time Jiang Bai arrived outside the novice village, the sky had completely darkened. Fortunately, Jiang Bai's 4-dimensional attributes have been increased to 169 points. Now he can see things in the dark. So he didn't rush into the village, but instead searched around the village. In the end, he found a small river behind the village. He needs to take a shower. If you don't wash it again, your whole body will stink. After a thorough cleaning, Jiang Bai changed into clean clothes and then returned to the village. All the way back to my own stone house. Jiang Bai's mind moved and opened the chat room on the 6th. He instinctively glanced at the top left corner of the chat room. Novice Village number 6, with a current population of 8,541. Jiang Bai frowned, thinking he had read it wrong. He looked carefully and the number displayed after the number of people was indeed 8541. Just the second day, 1459 people died. As soon as Jiang Bai calculated, he felt a chill surge from the soles of his feet towards his forehead. That's a living human life. That's it, is it gone? Jiang Bai was in a daze for a while before recovering. At this moment, his heart became heavy. Seems to suppress a certain emotion, but has nowhere to vent. Those who died are all of the same kind and fellow countrymen. Not a string of cold numbers. And if it's them who died today, will tomorrow be me? Jiang Bai admitted that he was worried and also afraid. He is just an ordinary person. It was only with a bit of luck that I was able to traverse and obtain a talent system. But his ordinary nature has not changed. May I ask, which ordinary person is not afraid of death? What should I do? Jiang Bai murmured to himself. Suddenly, something came to his mind, and a glimmer of hope shone in his eyes. Strength. That's right, as long as I have enough strength, there's no danger that can take my life. At this moment, Jiang Bai firmly established his goals and beliefs: enhance your strength, strengthen yourself, and live well. Pack up your emotions. Jiang Bai opens the evolution store and starts cleaning up today's gains. He left a few wild beasts as ingredients, and all the other wild beasts were recycled to the evolution store. This wave of recycling earned a total of 35,600 evolution coins. Plus the remaining evolution coins. Jiang Bai's current wealth value has reached 47,329. With the evolutionary coin, he first replenished a batch of iron and wood arrows, and then took out 3 treasure chests. 2 of them are black iron treasure chests, respectively from the 2 black iron bosses, Grey Wolf King and Mang Bull King. The last Heavenly Dao treasure chest comes from the reward announced by the Heavenly Dao. Black Iron Treasure Chest. You can randomly obtain items of black iron level and below. Heavenly Dao Treasure Chest. You can randomly obtain items of unlimited levels. Upon seeing the instructions on the Heavenly Way treasure chest, Jiang Bai's eyes lit up. Undoubtedly, it is a treasure chest of rewards announced by the Heavenly Way. Surprisingly, there is no grade limit. So Jiang Bai decisively opened 2 black iron treasure chests. Record. Open black iron treasure box X1 to obtain. Healing pill X1 bottle, small expansion card X1, evolution coin plus 5,000. Record. Open black iron treasure box X1 to obtain. Detoxification pill X1 bottle, basic body method X1, evolution coin plus 10,000. Jiang Bai opened his backpack and looked at what had just been opened. Healing pill, evolvable. Black iron, lower grade. Effect. Oral administration can treat various common diseases and internal injuries, while external application can quickly stop bleeding and accelerate wound healing. Note. 10 pills per bottle. Detoxification pill, evolvable. Black iron, lower grade. Effect. It can detoxify all ordinary toxins. Note. 10 pills per bottle. Basic body method. Basic. Function. After learning, basic body method techniques can be obtained. Small expansion card, evolvable. Special. Function. It can double the storage compartment of the backpack. Is it healing and detoxifying? Looking at the explanation of the 2 spiritual pills, Jiang Bai's eyes lit up slightly. These 2 spiritual pills have a great effect. Not to mention basic body techniques, it's just a basic skill, just learn it directly. And the final expansion card was really a surprise. Jiang Bai is worried about the insufficient capacity of his backpack. He took out his expansion card and activated the infinite enhancement talent. Record. Your small expansion card has been strengthened to a medium expansion card. Record. Your medium expansion card has been strengthened to a large expansion card. Record. Your large expansion card has been strengthened to an infinite expansion card. Reminder. The expansion card has been upgraded to the highest level and cannot be further strengthened. Jiang Bai stopped panting, but his face was surprised. With his current strength, he can at most enhance black iron level items to the extreme. But now, he has actually strengthened the expansion card all the way to the highest level. Is it because the grade of the expansion card is special? Jiang Bai couldn't figure it out, but he didn't hesitate either. Anyway, it's a good thing. View information. Infinite expansion card. Can evolve a portable backpack into an unlimited storage space. Wokeo, unlimited capacity. Jiang Bai exclaimed in shock and quickly used it. Record. With the unlimited expansion card X1, your portable backpack has been upgraded to storage space. Unlimited capacity, but cannot store live items. Jiang Bai opened the evolution panel and saw that the backpack option on it had disappeared. Instead, there is storage space. He smiled contentedly and looked at the last Heavenly Way treasure chest. After silently inviting the gods and Buddhas in his heart, he slowly opened the box with his hand. Record. Open the Heavenly Tao Treasure Box X1 to obtain Tribal Order X1 and Innate Guidance Technique X1. Just 2 things. Jiang Bai was a bit puzzled. Why did he feel that it was not as good as the black iron treasure chest? With confusion, he looked at these 2 items. Tribal Order. Special. Function. Selected by heaven can be used to establish their own tribe. Usage limit. Strength must reach at least level 10. Congenital guidance technique. Special. Explanation. The most fundamental foundational method of the heavens contains infinite mysteries. It is said that when practiced to perfection, the strongest foundation of the heavens can be forged. Looking at the instructions for the 2 items, Jiang Bai couldn't help but widen his eyes. The importance of tribal orders as proof of the establishment of one's own power by the chosen one is self-evident. In the explanation of congenital guidance surgery, it is claimed that it can forge the strongest foundation of the heavens. Based solely on this, the importance of innate guidance techniques far exceeds that of tribal orders. Moreover, neither of these 2 items can be enhanced. It's been a while. Jiang Bai regained his senses and immediately took out the innate guidance technique to learn. Record. You have obtained the skill. Congenital guidance technique, beginner level. In an instant, a large amount of information flooded into Jiang Bai's mind. This is the detailed cultivation method of congenital guidance technique. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 9. First practice. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Congenital guidance surgery category. Martial arts grade. Special level. You need to reach the first level to cultivate note. This technique is mysterious and unpredictable, and the specific effects need to be understood by oneself. Moreover, this technique cannot be improved with potential points and can only be practiced diligently by oneself. Looking at the bottom note, Jiang Bai almost spat out old blood. The reason why Tianxian is named Tianxian is because they can rely on the evolution panel to cheat. But now, the cheats are actually useless. I really can't be tricked, can I? The more Jiang Bai thought about it, the more he felt something was wrong. His luck in his past and present lives has always been ordinary. How could you have opened 2 such valuable items at once today? That's not right either. The mysterious treasure chest comes from the heavenly way, can't it be the heavenly way behind the scenes? Jiang Bai does not believe that he is qualified to be noticed by the high and mighty heavenly Tao. At least not yet. Well, I've already learned it. Then let's take a look. Jiang Bai suppressed his wild thoughts and sorted out the cultivation methods of the innate guidance technique in his mind. As he sorted it out, he discovered that congenital guidance is a technique specifically designed for refining the physical body. And this cultivation method is divided into 9 chapters. Refining skin, refining muscles, refining meat, refining bones, refining blood, refining marrow, refining organs, refining orifices, and refining body. Each chapter has a corresponding set of cultivation methods. According to the statement, as long as all 9 chapters are practiced, the acquired body can be transformed into an innate body. Li is not powerful. Jiang Bai, a cultivator, naturally cannot judge. But he had a feeling of unconsciousness and sharpness. Temporarily set aside the congenital guidance procedure. Jiang Bai opens the personal information page. Jiang Bai, race. Human race, Qi Yun. 1000, strength. Level 7, evolution point. 15/700. Attribute. Strength. 169, agility. 169, constitution. 169, spirit. 169, talent. Infinite enhancement, SSS level, balanced growth, SSS level, swiftness, E level, skills. Congenital guidance technique, temporarily unable to cultivate, returning to the origin stake, basic level, beginner level, flying bird stake, basic level, great achievement, man-bear stake, basic level, perfect, dot. Techniques. Basic body method, basic level, beginner, basic knife technique, basic level, junior, basic arrow technique, basic level, perfect, evolutionary coin. 70029, attribute point. 0, potential point. 22, Jiang Bai first spent 20 potential points to elevate both the returning yuan stake and the flying bird stake to perfection. Perhaps his 4-dimensional attributes are too high. After improving these two skills to perfection, they only increased their 4-dimensional attributes to 170 points. Later, Jiang Bai spent 1 potential point to upgrade his basic body method to an entry-level. Basic body method category. Techniques grade. Basic level. Beginner, 0/2, effect. Response plus 5%, sensitivity plus 5%. The body technique is exactly what Jiang Bai lacks. Moreover, he felt that he still lacked a defensive technique. Unfortunately, there is no sale of defensive skills in the basic techniques. Next, Jiang Bai turned his gaze back to the cultivation column. The 3 stake skills have all been completed, and it is not possible to further enhance the 4-dimensional attributes. Now they can evolve. Jiang Bai's first evolution was the handsJiang stake. Record. Your skill. handsJiang stake, basic, has been upgraded to handsJiang skill, black iron lower level, dot. At the same time, detailed cultivation methods about the handsJiang gong flooded into Jiang Bai's mind. After receiving the information, Jiang Bai subconsciously compared the handsJiang technique with the innate guidance technique. Result: handsJiang gong was completely destroyed. No, it should be said that handsJiang gong and congenital guidance technique are not in the same dimension at all. handsJiang gong is also a method of refining the body. But compared to innate guidance techniques, the handsJiang technique appears extremely rough. If we compare the art of innate guidance to the most top-notch sculptor in the world, who has painstakingly carved it into a masterpiece, that handsJiang gong is just a guy who has just come into contact with carving, blindly carving a few rough and shoddy works. So it seems that there's no need to evolve the other 2 skills. Jiang Bai is not foolish. With advanced techniques like innate guidance in hand, it is impossible not to practice. Well, let's do this for now. Shaking his head, Jiang Bai glanced at the attributes and found that the 4-dimensional attributes had not decreased due to the evolution of the barbarian bear pile. He calmed down, closed his personal information page, and took out the remaining half of the tree pig from his backpack. Eat while entering the chat room. Not surprisingly, the speeches in the chat room are not all kinds of help-seeking, or they are flattering each other, or roast inventing. After watching for a while, Jiang Bai withdrew. No fun. After filling his stomach, Jiang Bai began to strengthen the newly added iron and wood arrows. He rested directly until his physical strength was exhausted. Today is the last day of the beginner protection period and also the 3rd day of the arrival of the Chosen One. Jiang Bai left the village at dawn and ran all the way towards the Grand Canyon. His goal today is level 10. According to the urine nature of online games, after level 10, one can be considered a beginner. Jiang Bai is looking forward to what changes will occur when his strength is elevated to level 10. Hurry all the way. Half an hour later, Jiang Bai crossed the narrow mountain path and entered the Grand Canyon. At this moment, the sun is rising and all things are reviving. Jiang Bai didn't rush to the depths of the grassland, but instead faced the sunrise and began practicing the refining section of the innate guidance technique. The cultivation of congenital guidance surgery requires different time periods at different stages. Before starting, one must practice at the beginning of the morning sun. Because this time period is the most vibrant time between heaven and earth, there will be fleeting innate purple energy emerging. Congenital guidance is to capture that strand of innate purple qi and swallow the vitality between heaven and earth, in order to nourish the body. Jiang Bai followed the cultivation method of the refining skin chapter and practiced 3 times in a row before finally finishing his work. At the same time, he seemed to hear roars coming from within, as if resonating with heaven and earth. He stood in place with his eyes closed, quietly experiencing the changes inside his body. Qi and blood rush everywhere in the body, constantly nourishing all parts of the body. For a long time, the mysterious roar faded away. Jiang Bai opened his eyes and instinctively opened his mouth to exhale. A gray airflow flew out of his mouth and dissipated into the air. This is the accumulated exhaust gas in the body. After the exhaust gas was expelled, Jiang Bai suddenly felt refreshed and his whole body became happy. No wonder so many people in ancient times pursued the path of cultivation. Whether to say it or not, practicing is really enjoyable. Jiang Bai is just practicing for the first time, and he is a bit obsessed with this feeling. After a while, he took out his iron wooden bow and ran towards the depths of the grassland. The hunting has begun. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 10. Divine Hobbies. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Moving forward, I soon saw the figure of a fierce beast. But Jiang Bai only glanced at it and did not take any action to hunt it. Because those are just level 1 and level 2 beasts. With Jiang Bai's current level 7 strength, hunting such powerful beasts is no longer possible to obtain evolution points. Continue to delve deeper. After crossing the hills, Jiang Bai finally stopped. The area ahead is a gathering place for mammals. The beasts gathered there start at level 4. Jiang Bai held an iron wooden bow in one hand and drew an arrow from the arrow bag behind him in the other, quickly entering a hunting state. Yesterday, he hunted and killed a group of cows. Today he has set his sights on a group of horses. Unicorn Zebra category. Beast strength. Level 5 blood vessels. None talent. None a unicorn zebra, as its name suggests. It has sharp horns on its head and black and white stripes on its body, resembling those of a zebra. At this moment, Jiang Bai is lying on a small hill, observing a group of unicorn zebras. The improvement of 4-dimensional attributes increases the distance he can view target information, so there is no need to get too close. In terms of scale, the herd of unicorn zebras is larger than the herd of wild cattle. Naturally, the overall strength of a unicorn zebra herd also surpasses that of a herd of wild cattle. There are no less than 10 level 10 unicorn zebras alone. Of course, the most important thing is the Horse King, Unicorn Zebra King, Black Iron Boss, category. Beast Strength. Level 10, Half-Step Extraordinary, Bloodline. Black Iron, Wind-Scaled Horse Bloodline 5%. Talent. Speed Enhancement. Seeing the Half-Step Extraordinary marked behind the strength of the Unicorn Zebra King. This also made Jiang Bai realize that above level 10 should be considered extraordinary. There is also the section on bloodline. The Unicorn Zebra King actually has Black Iron level bloodline, and also has 5% Wind-Scale Horse bloodline. Overall, Jiang Bai estimates that Ma Wang should be the strongest boss he has ever encountered so far. Give it a try first. If you can't do something, just use your swift talent to run away. With a decision made, Jiang Bai immediately took action. This time, he made a slight change in tactics. First, use an iron wooden bow to shoot and kill the surrounding unicorn zebras from a distance, minimizing the number of unicorn zebras as much as possible. Once the hatred is aroused, immediately lead the group of unicorn zebras towards the outskirts of the canyon. Then connect with kite-flying tactics and eliminate them during exercise. Well, the plan is great. But Jiang Bai overlooked one thing. The endurance and speed of a unicorn zebra. Horses themselves are beasts that are good at running. The unicorn zebra is not to mention in this regard. In addition, the speed enhancement talent of the unicorn zebra king. So, after Chao Wu and his 5 companions entered the canyon, they saw Chang Wei. Pooh, they saw the herd of beasts chasing Yi Tian again. 5 people stood in the distance, looking at each other. After a while, Lin Guodong weakly asked, "By the way, should we go and help?" "Don't worry, wait a moment." Chao Wu shook his head and refused. He could see that although Jiang Bai was a bit embarrassed, his life was not in danger. If they take action now, it wouldn't be good if they were misunderstood as robbing monsters. Moreover, the strength of those fierce beasts is not low. If they go up rashly, maybe they won't be able to help, but instead will drag their feet. At this moment, Luo Feng spoke with a strange expression on his face. Whether to say it or not, Brother Zhang's hobby is quite special. Upon hearing this, the other 4 couldn't help but roll their eyes. God's special hobby. This is clearly a play-off, okay. As time goes on, the number of unicorn zebra herds continues to decline. Jiang Bai's strength has been increased to level 8, and his 4-dimensional attributes have also increased to 185 points. The surge in strength greatly reduced his pressure. In addition, the basic archery increase at the perfect level. Jiang Bai's accuracy will soon be incomparable. This also allowed his hunting speed to soar in a straight line. 1 hour later. Jiang Bai's strength has been increased to level 9, and his 4-dimensional attributes have increased to 200 points. And only the Horse King remains in the group of unicorn zebras. At this moment, the Horse King was not scared away by Jiang Bai, but instead went berserk. Its eyes turned blood red, and its whole body emitted a fierce aura, even increasing its strength and speed significantly. Upon seeing this, Jiang Bai decisively withdrew his iron and wooden bow and took out his crossbar to charge into close combat. Despite not having the talent for agility, he still managed to overwhelm the Horse King in all aspects, despite his explosive strength. Plus the horizontal knife of 4 can easily break through the defense of the Horse King. And achieving the basic swordsmanship of Xiaocheng did not provide Jiang Bai with advanced swordsmanship skills. But it made him more adept and skillful when using the knife. In just 1 minute, Ma Wang was unwilling to fall under Jiang Bai's knife. Record. Kill the Unicorn Zebra King, Black Iron Boss, X1, Evolution Point plus 400, and Black Iron Treasure Box X1. Half-step extraordinary is nothing more than that. Jiang Bai waved his hand and shook off the blood on the blade, pretending to say something. Later, while cleaning the battlefield, he opened his personal information page. Jiang Bai, race. Human race, Qi Yun. 1000, strength. Level 9, evolution point. 500/900. Attribute. Strength. 200, agility. 200, constitution. 200, spirit. 200, talent. Infinite evolution, SSS level, balanced growth, SSS level, swiftness, E level, skills. Congenital guidance technique, special, refining skin chapter. Not beginner, Manxiong skill, black iron lower level, not beginner, Guiyuan stake, basic level, perfect, flying bird stake, basic level, perfect, dot. Techniques. Basic body method, basic level, beginner, basic knife technique, basic level, minor success, basic arrow technique, basic level, perfect, evolution coin. 70329, attribute point. 0, potential point. 22, after scanning the interface, Jiang Bai immediately spent 11 potential points to improve his basic swordsmanship to perfection. Then spend 9 potential points to increase the basic body method from beginner level to minor level. Finally, save up 2 potential points. We still need 400 evolution points to reach level 10. Jiang Bai looked at the data in the strength column and his spirit became uplifted. He finished tidying up the battlefield and was preparing to take a break. Just heard a familiar voice coming. Brother Jiang. Jiang Bai followed the sound and only then realized that it was Chao Wu and his 5 companions who had arrived. He responded and walked towards the 5 members of Chao Wu. After both sides approach, Luo Feng gave Jiang Bai a thumbs up and exclaimed in amazement. Another group of fierce beasts. Brother Jiang, you are really fierce. Jiang Bai smiled humbly and said, once your strength improves, you can still achieve it. Chao Wu and the 5 others all nodded in agreement with a smile. In the eyes of the 5, what Jiang Bai can do now, they will surely be able to do it in the future. Unfortunately, what the 5 of them didn't know was that Jiang Bai had a talent for balanced growth. This results in Jiang Bai's 4-dimensional attributes increasing slightly more than other selected players for every level of strength. With the accumulation of 1 level at a time, Jiang Bai's strength is simply incomparable to that of ordinary talents. And this gap will gradually widen over time. After a brief chat, Jiang Bai hurriedly left. He wants to improve his strength to level 10. He is looking forward to what changes level 10 will bring. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.